Call Halal Yahweh Lashing Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, laboring in the word and doctrine. Shalom Yasharella. Today's lesson is going to be entitled Spiritual Bullies with Injured Egos, Lashing Out with Furious Anger like a Woman. Rebuke them sharply. Now, I'm small, despised, but I forget not thy precept. So we're going to precept this one out, Yasharella. Sirach chapter 10, verse 18. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of women. If you are lashing out at a fellow congregation members when holding conversations about our holy scriptures or anything, you must be rebuked sharply. You are showing characteristics of a woman. As Sirach chapter 1 verse 22 states, a furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall be his destruction, which stem from pride, which is causing fellow congregation members to lash out with furious anger like a woman. And that type of behavior is unacceptable and will not be tolerated. I will rebuke you sharply so that you may be sound in faith. Your furious anger cannot be justified. And effeminate men shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, as stated in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9 through 10. And as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous and repent. So we may continue to congregate and have joy of one another in the kingdom of heaven. Which takes us to 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether you be in the faith. Prove yourselves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Jesus Christ is in you, except ye be reprobates. And reprobates do things that aren't convenient, like neglecting to examine themselves, which will ultimately lead to their own self-destruction, we must honestly examine ourselves often to avoid picking up or backsliding into any worldly ways that will send you down a path that will lead to destruction. As fellow congregation members holding different offices in the one body of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, we must speak often as written in Malachi chapter 3, verse 16. And we must do so with humility. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Mashiach resisteth the proud. And pride and lashing out with furious anger are womanly traits. We are gentlemen and must conduct ourselves as so when holding conversations with anyone. So we can be good examples to the flock, which takes us to Sirach chapter 3, verse 17. My son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. There you go. We must continue with the construction of Mount Zion by communicating with one another with meekness and humility, not lashing out with furious anger like a woman. That's counterproductive. We are soldiers of Yahweh Shai Mashiach and must conduct ourselves as so. Hopefully this was edifying. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Shalom Yasharella.